Alright, next up on the 90s fans, I guess, we have this 97 Holmes box fan model HABF-20. I made a video about this not that long ago, I believe, but I figured I'd do an update with it, with the kilowatt meter, because why not? But anyway, these fans are kind of childhood fans for me as well. My step-grandma had a couple of these. She had one like this, I believe. Actually, yeah, they were both like this. And they were both the Holmes ones. And when I was a kid, I always thought they were very weird-looking fans, because they have the knob on the front and these kind of skinny, weird banana blades. Always thought that hub was kind of cool, though. And it's a homeboy. But yeah, I got this from another collector about a year or two ago. And yeah, it's been in my possession ever since. Like I said, it's got the knob on the front. It's a 3-speed fan. Interesting blade design. Interesting thing about Holmes in these box fans is there was a company called Robeson, and they made box fans and other portable fans. But anyway, Holmes had bought off the Robeson brand, and they took over the box fans. Now before this, they had the typical Robeson fans with a knob on the top and the handle up here. And when Holmes took over, they slowly kind of, I guess they took their own idea here. But they used, you know, what was left of Robeson to make these pretty much. Here's the back of it. It has a Macmillan motor, which is pretty nice. Here's the motor. And here's the switch. Interesting fact about these fans is the motor is actually mounted sideways. Okay, usually it would sit like, well, the wire is routed. Where does it go at? Right there. Okay, usually these are mounted sideways on the Holmes fans. And the oil ports will be facing at the bottom. But when I took this one apart and cleaned it, I flipped it so the oil port would be up here instead of down here. And yeah, I flipped the motor casings. And the stator itself still, you know, technically sideways. But anyway, here's your March of 96. Okay. 2.1 amps. I guess while we're here, we can see if we can read the bottom of it. This one's in pretty good shape. There really isn't no way to read any of that. Holmes Products Corporation. Blah, blah, blah. It's kind of hard to read all this. If you get it in a certain light, you can kind of see it. Model HABF-20. Harder than hell to read, but it's there. But anyway, I figured we would test it with the kilowatt meter and go from there. So here's high. These were technically the bottom of the barrel box fan back in the day. Very cheaply made, but yet they were still pretty powerful fans. Moves a pretty good amount of air. It's going 1.9 amps and 180 watts. not a bad fan. Not a great fan, but not a bad one. Good medium. I guess this would place somewhere, you know, on the ranking of 90s box fans. This would have to place, you know, somewhere close to the Toastmaster fans. Because, I mean, the airflow is about the same as Toastmaster fan. But they're a little more unique, in my opinion. Anyway. On 0.98 amps and 92 watts. Since this uses the same exact motor as a Lakewood, speed range is about the same. I feel like the low speed on these is more lackluster than the Lakewoods, though. Like this, I mean, it's putting out a breeze, but nothing spectacular. It's drawing 0.61 amps and 57.1 watts. But it is very quiet. I don't know. Go back to high. And OFF spells off. I mean, for a cheaper fan at the time, it's still better than what we have now. Believe it or not. In its own way. So there you have it. The 96 Holmes HABF-20. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.